minute, Adam.
Yeah, it has.
It has. But, you know, it's your boys back again. Dropping the Needle, episode 10. This is going to be for April 2022. And we're doing...
Episode 10.
Do what?
Episode 10, bro.
Episode 10. Pretty insane. For this episode, we're going to talk about LCD Soundsystem's This Is Happening, which is pretty fun. But, you know, just like in quick sixer fashion, got some beverages to introduce. And I got something special to show you. So I haven't showed Adam this yet so far. But before I do, I need you to pick a color. Okay.
All right.
Okay. It's either pink, orange, green, or yellow.
I'm going to go with pink.
Okay. So I have 4 beers with me. Adam happened to pick the lightest of the 4. So that's why I was like,
that's why I did it.
Yeah.
I already knew what's up.
You know, did you? Oh, shit. Anyways, you might have if you've been following us on Untapped or checking out any of the shit that we post on Untapped, which we can. Anyways, so I got this variety pack at my local beer store, Mount Juliet Beer Company. But shout out to them. Go check them out if you're in the area of Nashville-ish. And they have this Blue Point Brewing Company, which established 1998, and out of I just had this. Okay, so they're brewed in New York and New Hampshire, but this shit's fire. So it's Blue Point Imperial Sunshine Variety Pack. So this is the orange one, and I don't know if you can see this, but I'm gonna spin it.
Yeah. Check
out this ABV on this shit.
I can't see it.
That's a 9.6, bro. So 9.6 on that one. So there's Imperial Sunshine and Imperial Sunshine Lemonade.
Oh wow.
This one's just the regular one, the orange one. I'll show you. The lemonade, bro, might be one of my favorite beers I've had in like years. It gets so good. I do love lemonade though, so that might be leaning into it.
Love a good Arnold
the lemonade one is also a 9.6. 9.6 lemonade.
Nice.
Also a 9.6 coming in heavy. Imperial Sunshine Key Lime.
Oh, nice.
So also fire. But Adam had to pick.
What kind of beer is it? It's like an Imperial IPA or something?
Yeah, Imperial IPA. Kind of pretty hazy, but like I would say it's just like IPA.
But they just use the fruit flavors for like a lemonade or what, like lemon or whatever.
Yeah. So what I didn't know is you can buy this one, the Imperial Sunshine. Like I've had this one before. And it's the regular orange one. But the guy told me, and I don't know if this is completely true, but the key lime, the lemonade, and the Anytime Sunshine, which is the grapefruit one. It's only a 4.0. Thanks, Adam. Pink one.
Hey man, that's a good daytime beer, man. Start off light. Can't go heavy. Can't go heavy always.
Yeah, you can.
You can if you're Pat.
So, Anytime Sunshine, the grapefruit one. He told me that the 3 like fruit flavor ones are only in this variety pack. Like you can buy the orange Imperial Sunshine one by itself anywhere, but the other ones are like special,
just for the variety.
Yeah.
Damn.
And so I was like, well, how many of these varieties do you have left? And he goes, well, I only have that one. And I was like, fuck. You know when someone tells you like, oh, I only have the one thing left? And I'm like, God damn it.
It's
like, now I gotta get it, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess what I'm getting at is if you can find this, go and buy it. It's really good. And like
as far as still fresh too? Like is that as it being the last one?
Oh, so I saved these 4 because this is the whole variety pack. But I've drank all of the other ones. It was a 12 pack. But Yeah, they're stay fresh and dude, they're fire. Like it's
Nice.
and you know when like somebody says like, oh yeah, I got this fucking grapefruit beer, I got this whatever, and like sometimes it's like, yeah, it's okay, but it's not like it doesn't really taste like grapefruit or lemon or whatever the fuck.
I will say like has been a lot better like fruit flavored beers lately, you know, like daytime beers, and especially here like there's one called a 3-day weekend by Port Orleans Brewery.
Oh, nice.
And it's like hibiscus lime ale. It's like one you can just drink all day, you know. It's like like a 4 or 5 or something.
Ooh, okay. Drew liked this one called Mango Cart by Golden Road. It was like
that's a good one too. Yeah.
I think Mango Cart, they have like a bunch of other different kinds of ones now. It's not just that one.
Yeah.
I think there's like
I've seen like a Golden Road variety pack somewhere.
Yeah. But yeah, so cheers to you. What do you got going on?
Oh, I got this. What is this? A Knockout Punch, a hazy India Pale Ale by Rally Cap Brewing. Baton Rouge.
What that? Baton.
Yeah.
Speaking
they
of Baton
make quality
Rouge.
beers.
Oh yeah, they do. Rally Cap's fire. Speaking of Baton Rouge, and New Orleans in general, been rewatching that True Detective season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Just out of nowhere, like I just started watching it again. Like I don't know why, but bruh, man, that's some of the 8 best hours of TV there is. That first season.
Yeah, definitely. God. It's better of the 3 for sure.
Oh, it's better than all of them. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. But
that's what I was kind of saying. Like,
no,
it's the best. It's the best.
It's the best
of all
one.
3.
It's the only one they should have kept.
Bro, I just poured that beer and it was super foamy.
Oh my god!
So bummed.
Hell no! Gonna have to wait the whole show just to drink it.
Like even when I opened it, I was like, "Man, this feels super pressurized."
Oh my god! Hell no. Okay, so LCD Soundsystem. This is happening. So this is LCD Soundsystem's third studio album. Released May 17, 2010. And it was recorded in between 2009 and early 2010 in a mansion recording studio in LA. The first single was Drunk Girls, was released in April 2010, and it had a music video directed by Spike Jonze. Album's dedicated to Jerry Fuchs, who performed drums live with the band on occasion, as well as having a big part in associated DFA acts. So DFA, I guess, is a record label.
That's what I was going to say. Somewhere in this shirt, if you can, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a lightning bolt, right?
Yeah. You kind of see it, yeah.
It's supposed to be like different wires and stuff, like, electronics.
Oh, cool.
Anyways, it's Carhartt Work in Progress with does like a relatively parties thing or whatever label, and so what they do is they like feature different record labels. So they featured DFA.
Oh, cool.
From Above, like the his independent label, which this album was released on.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm reading about it. Started in 2001. Which is pretty cool. Anyways, this album has an average score of 84 on Metacritic, which is really good.
Yeah.
And man, I don't even know what to really say about it. It's pretty long, to be honest. It's like what, an hour? Yeah, an hour and 19 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's only 11 tracks. Like the first song is long as shit. But
that's what I was gonna say. All the tracks are long. That they lead you into it. Like they start off like they're long, and they start off where there's just like kind of a lead up, like intro, and then it finally breaks into the song in like a minute or two into the song.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, I guess this is I mean their third album. Fucking what's it called? The main dude. What's his name?
Oh,
James Murphy. Yeah. So James Murphy. I mean, this is like, from what I was reading about this group. Like he is like, if you thought you were a hipster in Brooklyn, like he is the hipster in Brooklyn. Like he is that guy. For sure. So something I was
like
reading
the
about
David Byrne of like our generation.
Yeah. Somebody said like, so what was I reading? It said some shit about him. Like said that he's like that guy, like the guy in Brooklyn that you would see walking around. Like he's probably the reason for people thinking like Brooklyn's like fucking, what it is. A good chunk at least in there, when it started to be what it is now. But it's probably, he's probably part of that group that moved in, which is kind of interesting. But no, I don't know, man. There's a bunch of weird stuff. There's a making of this album. They're on YouTube. There's reviews, and there's they almost broke up, and it's just like 10 years after this.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like this album is the album that's so significant because it made them the kind of like the the cult following that they have, and like not even like it's only say cult following anymore. I feel like it's like 10 years into it, like their following is getting bigger and bigger, and they're playing bigger and bigger shows. Like the residency tour they had in Brooklyn, right before the second outbreak of COVID.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's cool. It's kind of weird. So they broke up eventually, and then they got back together in 2011 for some a farewell concert, but it ended up being like a tour after that. I guess they were having fun at MSG, and then went on tour. I ended up seeing them that year.
I remember that.
And I was like, it was kind of funny. We ended up we were there, and I was like, I don't really know this band like too great. Like I'm not like a super fan or anything, but I was like, I know that it's important that I see this because it's you knew it was, anything could happen. And we ended up seeing it, and I remember the group we were with were just like, man, I don't know if I can see this. Like, let's go see whatever. And I'm like, I don't want to see some fucking third-rate DJ in like the bullshit tent like a mile away. When I can see this, but it was really good.
Were they like a headliner or like a second?
Yeah, they were a headliner.
Yeah. It's great.
Headliner, and I don't know what day it was. Maybe Friday. Whatever. It was. I mean, it's all weekend, So
I still have never seen them live, dude. Like every chance
you would like it. You'd like it.
I'm sure.
But you like some random shit. Like you like, you would be psyched to see like Health live.
Yeah.
And like
that's the thing. Is like that's why I like this band so much, because it's like a mix of different genres. It's like electronic, like rock, and and even the DFA label, like just in general, like with the albums that they released and different artists. Like, do you remember the band The Rapture?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they released them. Like,
okay. I feel like, I mean, this is like that. If that's the case, I feel like this label is probably like, oh, look at that. Is that the same beer?
Yeah, it's still foamy.
Yeah, but it has a lot of foam in a way.
But it's like
it's okay. Get you a good foam mustache. I feel like this is like the same label. I don't know if they are signed to them, but like Vampire Weekend would be signed to. Like, it seems like that vibe.
But it's like, but their whole thing is like more like post-punk, like electronic, like you know what I mean. That's what's weird, because it's like they kind of did create their own genre in a way,
To my LCD, or the label,
itself, but especially LCD Soundsystem, It's like it's hard to be. You can't really pinpoint what it is,
I think that's probably why growing up that didn't really cross my radar too much. It's like, because like, I don't know, like us growing up was kind of like there was different people in different groups of music, as we were doing our thing. But I feel like an LCD kind of never crossed my desk. In the saying, not too much at least.
Yeah,
like maybe the first album, maybe second, but like that's maybe a one-time listen thing until like a decade ago.
Yeah, because I mean, like I don't know, I guess for me is like when I remember when this album came out, like I was like was still working at FedEx and like going to school and shit, and like so it's like it was kind of like introduced me into that world of like, oh, this is like, I know this is going to be the next big thing, and and then 10 years later it's like this ultra like important thing in that indie genre of music. And it's like I said, I still feel like it's getting bigger because they were recently on SNL not that long ago, and I felt like that might have necessarily not happened 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's true. It is kind of weird to think about like bands like this because like it's not a small group. Like there's a bunch of people in this group, so it's like that's kind of rare in itself. But
I would put them and Arcade Fire on the same lines of like their success, like starting off as like indie, phenoms or whatever, and then like then like going on to becoming like selling arenas and shit.
Yeah, I think it's very weird, but 1 second.
But it just shows you too, like the independent record route can definitely work for you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Big state yelling, bro. Oh man, but I don't know. It's cool. I like this album. It's really good. My general take on it is like, go check it out because you might like listen to it with headphones. Don't listen to it like over radio or something.
Yeah,
it's one of those like you sit down.
Definitely multi-layered. Multi-layered. Like you hear more things in your headphones for sure.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of funny. I was just talking about True Detective. I'm like watching it, but listening to it through headphones this time, and it's like a completely different experience.
Yeah, like the score and everything, or
not really the score, but like I'm catching lines of dialogue that I never heard before, and I'm like, that shit's hilarious. Like some of the stuff that they say is pretty fucked up.
That's what we do at the Ozark. We go back and watch that. While Chelsea goes back and watches it.
Oh yeah,
and it's like you miss some stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But like, there's things that like Matthew McConaughey's character says to Woody Harrelson's character during the show, and it's just like about him cheating and stuff. Like some of the shit he says to him is fucking hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
Like he says something about like they're in like the showers area or the locker room or something, and he says something to Marty about smelling like low tide, and bruh, I swear to God, I died laughing, like out of nowhere. Just oh my God, I was like, this motherfucker did not say he smells like low tide. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, so what are your favorite songs on? What are your favorite songs on this album,
though? Well, I don't know. I really like "Dance Yourself Clean." Like it's long as fuck, but like, and I didn't look at the track length before I started playing it. So I was like, it was like a kind of, I don't know. It kind of like got to me. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool, but there's other stuff in this that are like songs that I recognize from random things. Like I Can Change is in Escape Video, and like
definitely.
Some other stuff. I was gonna
say a lot of these songs are in stuff like even the song Pow Pow,
Yeah. There's I don't really like the Drunk Girls song.
It's not a favorite one of mine. It kind of it's kind of like I feel like it's like pays tribute to maybe like Brass Monkey or something, or like maybe, Beastie Boys girls.
But it feels
like, cringy,
it's
kind of got that like that's what I'm saying though. That's how the girl song feels to me,
Yeah.
By a song by Beastie Boys.
Yeah. Girls. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just cringy and like a God damn, bro. Like, anyway.
Cat freaking out.
Right. Yeah. Oh, all right. We're at third host. This fucking dickhead. He's being bad. So, anyway, I'm gonna try to do this episode with fucking Cat.
Does he just like want to be cuddled or something?
I don't know. Meg just yelled at him. He's trying to eat some lavender, which is not good.
Yeah.
And so he's probably pissed or just needy. Anyway, for the video onlookers, this is Binks. He's an idiot, and he's big as fuck. He's like 22 pounds, I think. But yeah, very needy. He's yelling at the door. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. My favorite songs, bro. Like what we were saying, they kind of like make me think of different. Like a lot of these songs make me think of different things. Like,
yeah,
I think I Can Change is in the Lakai video, Fully Flared, I think, which was, that makes sense. It was around this time, I think. No, Lakai video is 2007. I can't be right.
Maybe it
was in like a Krail Tap
okay.
video. Well, I forget which one. Maybe it's Pretty Sweet. Might be Pretty Sweet because Spike Jones is an owner of Krail Tap, which owns Girl and Chocolate Skateboard. So sometimes you'll see or you'll hear a lot of like indie shit because he directed a lot of music videos. Yeah, so he has those connections.
Definitely a lot of indie people. Yeah.
Yeah. First skater to win an Oscar. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyway. I don't know, man. Like there's some, that's a cool one. But yeah, I really like Dance Yourself Clean. I kind of just like, I like all the rest of them.
Yeah.
I like all the rest of them. Drunk Girls is kind of cringy, especially in like a post Me Too era. But all that shit's pretty cringy, like as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, man, it's all good. I mean, I like it all. It's just there's nothing that completely stands out.
Do you like their other albums though? Like, do you like? I mean, because for me, it's like their other albums are good too, but this one for me, I guess, stands out because it was like my introduction to them, and like there's several songs. Like I feel like the whole thing is like you can listen to it for sure. You can skip, you can definitely skip Drunk Girls because it is kind of like it is like a single one-off song. I feel like that doesn't really belong on this album.
Yeah, it's really strange. It feels like a single. I think it doesn't really
like
fit.
A standalone.
Yeah, but the rest of it is like.
But do you like like Daft Punk's Playing at My House? Like, do you like that song?
Yeah, but that's not on this album.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But do you like? You like other songs by LCD Soundsystem?
Yes. I do like their other albums. Which is like, which one is that one on? You hear this dickhead scratching the wall? God damn it! All right,
the whole show is just going to be about patting his cat.
Right? All right. So for their first album, their 2017 album, their fourth album, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess it's their fourth album. American Dream.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. That album is like an album that became like, I would say, even more successful, because it's like the hiatus that they took, then put that album out, Yeah. And for me, it's
they won a Grammy for that one.
Yeah, and but I was just saying this is happening still is to be a better album than that album is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what is their first their first album, the LCD Soundsystem one, is the one that I've heard the most probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember having that record. I don't know who gave it to me, but that came out in 2005. So I mean, shit, that might have got passed around like even in our circle.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't know. I feel like all of us had that one for some reason. I don't even know how.
Probably did.
Yeah, but that one's good. That one's probably my favorite. I'd say that's also the one with Daft Punk's Playing at My House.
Yeah.
Which I legitimately love that song. It's great.
Definitely.
This one though, it's kind of weird. It's weird to think that this was their third album.
Yeah.
Weird. But yeah, you had LCD Soundsystem and Sound of Silver. This Is Happening, then American Dream. And I don't know. Well, they did some other stuff after that, Electric Lady Sessions.
Yeah.
And
those are all just like B-sides and live albums and stuff, I think.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up their full thing. They have a post breakup era. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they've only won. Looks like they've only won one Grammy ever.
Yeah. And it was because of that album. What was it, American Dream?
Yeah, off American Dream, they won off of a song called Tonight.
Yeah, because like that was featured in a movie or something, right? Or like I remember it having like a strong music video and it being like kind of like a big deal because it was like featured in a show too or something.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of crazy, dude. Them breaking up and then like getting back together.
Yeah, and then instant success again.
Yeah, I think for the most part, I think it's all the same people. They just decided to take a big break.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy. But I mean, I like them. They're all cool.
Yeah, for sure.
They've only released those 4 albums though, as far as
And they've like, I mean, supposedly like I guess their live shows because they're still like kind of out there touring, but like here and there, like surprise shows and stuff.
Yeah.
But supposedly like they're trying to play like new stuff. Like when they put on SNL like about a month or 2 ago, it was it was a couple songs I never even heard of. So kind of like
maybe they're coming out with something soon. Maybe I think I saw that they were coming out with something soon.
I mean, probably it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like them and Arcade Fire kind of taking the same route where they keep like playing pop-up shows and stuff. Like, I tell you that Arcade Fire played a show at where was it? Oh, it was like it was some random place, like, and but yeah, it was just like a pop-up show and it was free and it was like a benefit show for Ukraine. So it was cool. Like you just like pay what you want or whatever. But it was like a last minute thing. It was like at 7 o'clock at night, announced it like at lunchtime or something.
I don't know. People can do that though.
Yeah.
Only some people can do that, but
well, because the main dude like lives here, right?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's weird. Aren't they Canadian though?
In Butler. Yeah, but him and his wife live here. I think they like are in a parade every year. I don't know if they did it this year, but yeah. Because I guess they had supposed to have been like writing music and stuff, like they're about to come out with a new album, but some of it's like I guess recorded here and stuff, and they played a couple of like pop-up shows, and then they did the final 4 was here, so they did like a Friday night like welcome fan thing or whatever. Dude, it was so random. It was Arcade Fire, Khalid or somebody, and then Imagine Dragons.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of that, but like weird music things. We were watching have you seen the series The Dark Side of the 90s on Vice?
I don't think so.
You can watch it. It's also on like Hulu, I think.
Like YouTube, probably on the YouTube channel too.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, there's one there's a whole episode. So it's like broken down of like random things that had like dark sides during the 90s that people like,
forgot
talk about like fondly, and one of them is about the Viper Room and like what it was before, but like everybody knows like the River Phoenix thing about the Viper Room, but that episode is super interesting. We watched it today actually, and it's basically they go into like before Johnny Depp bought it and then like when he owned it, like what it was like, and then when River died, it basically like it was not what it was, and then he ended up selling it like 2004. But it looked crazy, like the opening night, like they had like real bands perform there. The opening night, like Tom Petty was the opener, and when they opened the doors as the Viper Room. Like what the fuck? Like
super, yeah.
And like on like a stage like as big as like I I don't know, what's it called? That that little place in Memphis, in Midtown.
Well, there was like, are you talking about Murphy's or something?
No,
There's
Murphy's would be
also that place.
work.
Yeah, there's also that place that like I don't know what it is now, but it became like so many different things when we were growing up. But like the Antenna Club,
not that
it was called
place,
the Antenna Club. Like, and that's where like Red Hot Chili Peppers used to play and shit. Like back in the day.
Crazy.
Like I guess Nirvana played that came through there or something maybe, but
no, I'm thinking of shit. Why can I think of this shit right now? The fucking it's not a sandwich place, but we've been there before. They have pool tables and
Young Avenue Deli.
Yeah, it's like the size of the deli, the stage there.
Oh, okay,
which is it's crazy. Yeah, I was about to say, like, the place where you have to piss in a trough, like that place.
Yeah, like, yeah, dude, they gotta change that. I hope they change that.
I'm not a fan of just like dick whipping.
Some let us know if they change everybody.
Yeah, it's kind of hit us up. Drop it in the comments if you've ever.
Are y'all still pissing in that trough?
Like, it's so gross. I feel so bad for whoever has to clean that thing, if they ever do. I don't know. Just pour bleach in it.
Like, what's the cheap route for the bathroom? Trough.
Trough, like old bathtub. That's what it is, really. It's just like an old bathtub. Mm-hmm. Someone drew like
galvanized bathtub.
Yeah. Someone fucking poured like cut out like circles, drains in it, and just piss in a bathtub. It's so gross.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, other than that though, we used to go there all the time for their $3 pint night, bro, on Wednesdays. Can't beat it.
I remember.
Good times.
Yeah. Man, I know we're going on a tangent with this, but like, you remember that night we were there and like Brad tried to bring home that obviously homeless person?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that night? Okay.
I think so.
For the listeners, here's the story. So we're out at Young Avenue Deli, having a good time with like a group of people in Memphis. And a friend of ours, this guy Brad, he likes to help where he can, we'll say that. And so there was this one lady that didn't have an arm, and she was like asking for something.
Oh, yeah.
And Brad goes, well, how about you just get in the car with us and we'll bring you wherever we're going? And we're like, we're freaked out on Brad. We're like, no, absolutely not. This random person is not getting in the car. Yeah. And he's like, oh man, what do you mean? Like, no, fuck no. You don't pick up. It was like, it's more of like a pick up strays type of situation with him.
Yeah.
But that was a weird one. And I mean, if you knew that guy, then you know how insane this conversation had to be. But go find him. I'm sure he's just around.
Yeah.
Man, this grapefruit beer is good. You can go check it out. Anyways, I don't know what else to say about this album.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say about it?
No, not really. Like, just a good album, man. Go check it out.
Yeah, it's good. It's very good. Shout out to James Murphy. It's the most fucking Irish name I've ever heard in my life. Apparently he wrote all of the songs on this except for one of the songs on the deluxe edition, which this dude Carl Craig did.
Yeah.
So he wrote that. But yeah, wrote all these, and like with most of them by himself, but a couple of them with other people in the band.
And I mean, you can tell just too, like listening to it, like the dude like loves music and his inspiration from like, Talking Heads to Bowie to, to Stooges to like,
Yeah, you definitely get like a rounded palette with this particular album, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot, you can definitely hear those things. Like all of those things you just said, you can hear them in this album, which is, I don't know, I think pretty rare. Like it feels like, how like sometimes, I don't know, maybe even it's just recently that I've been noticing it heavily. But it's like this album, you can like feel the instruments in it You like
Mhm.
it doesn't feel fake,
Yeah,
It feels like they
definitely.
actually had to play it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I don't know.
So
It's like
yeah,
something that keeps fading. I feel like there's not very
yeah,
very many like albums where you hear the instruments now.
yeah, for sure.
Sucks. Um Also, I mean, while we're talking, I guess we should go check out this album, LCD Soundsystem. This is happening, their third album. Go check out their other stuff too. You've definitely heard the Daft Punk's Playing at My House song, like 100%. This album was on. Oh, this is kind of crazy. This is happening was named the second best album of 2010 by Pitchfork, and this album was number 10 on Rolling Stone's list of the 30 best albums of 2010.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
But I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I'd say. But yeah, go check it out. This is a good one. Now we're going to talk about some other random shit that's happening in music. Particularly, something came out yesterday. So we're recording. Oh no, it's Sunday. So on Friday, something came out that I thought was pretty interesting. I hadn't seen his name at all in a while, but Wiz Khalifa, Big Crit, and
nice.
fucking Girl Talk put out an album together.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I'm like,
It's
like it's on Apple Music. It's so weird, and I mean I get it because like Girl Talk and Wiz are both from Pennsylvania, right?
Mm.
So that connection makes sense, but the Big Crit in there is kind of puts a whole twist on it.
Well, have you heard the thing that Juicy J and Wiz Khalifa did like in February?
Oh yeah, was it Smoker Session or something?
Yeah, there's some songs in there where like Wiz Khalifa is definitely, I'm like, damn, this is some better lines from him.
Yeah, he's definitely been like, I don't know what his deal is, but like, I mean, he's high, like super high all the time. So like,
oh yeah, but he's been like working out and like boxing and shit and like,
oh really,
getting fit. Yeah, so
good. Yeah, I feel like his game has stepped up. Like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like that and Juicy J, like is kind of breaking him up too, like telling him, like even Juicy is like on that album. It's like it's not like the hustle continues, but it's still like a good follow up to that like little side project.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised at how good that album was, and this one that I listened to on Friday. I almost sent it. I forgot to send it to you. I was like just busy.
I'll look it up.
But
look it up.
It's pretty fucking good. I was like,
wow. Dude, I've had no time to like look up new music recently.
I know. I usually on Fridays I usually like lay in bed and like look at it before I get out of bed, like see what's out.
That's what I usually do Friday morning, but
yeah, and then I'll like listen to whatever. I'll just pick something, one of the new things, and listen to it while I work. And then unless I'm trying to watch something or listen to something else, but yeah, I usually try to pick something new. But yeah, that one's kind of a standout. We did an episode about Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill a while back. Mm-hmm. And I think it was our January episode. And I don't know why, but like I watched something that had her in it or something. Mm. I was like, man, I want to go listen to Jagged Little Pill again. And I looked it up, and there's like a super deluxe version on there now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like a bunch of live stuff. Oh, no. It's like, the full album, right? Mm-hmm. And then there's like 10 songs that are songs that they didn't use.
Oh, okay.
And like songs I've never heard, like ever.
Oh, wow.
And then there's like multiple live versions.
Gotcha.
Which is pretty cool. The songs that they didn't use are pretty cool. Like nice. It was cool to hear shit that definitely came out then that was just, it wasn't right time or whatever.
It was like, but did it feel like it was like throwaway, but like it could come out today and still be a hit, or like?
There's some stuff on there that I was like, this sounds more modern, like and not just like talking about the the song itself, but like the stuff she was writing about, like it's kind of interesting. There's a couple songs on there that I feel like are definitely touch on like different kinds of sexuality and stuff, and I'm like, this is probably why they pulled it then, but it definitely would have worked now. Which is cool.
That's cool. That's pretty interesting. It's like, you find shit that, like, it's like a time capsule or something.
I'm not sure if it was like, I'm not sure if it was like, if that's stuff that she wanted to put on there, or if it's like late editions or whatever.
Cut by the label, you know what I mean? Because it's like, but it's interesting too, because like back then it was like, there was like a major label, right, that released there's her album. So it was like, but if, like, let's say if she took the independent route now, you know what I mean, how much stuff would have stayed on there versus what got cut,
it's pretty interesting. There's also, I mean, if you want to look it up, I haven't watched it yet. I don't know if you've watched it yet, but there's a Genius or
I started watching it. I watched the first episode. I might watch like the second episode tonight. It's interesting, dude, because I mean, like, I don't know about you, but like, I love Kanye, not because of like all the crap he's done, but because like it was the first, like, when I was in high school when it came out, it was like the first rapper that was like, okay, he's not rapping about like shooting and killing people and like drugs, and what I mean, it was like, it had more like meaning to it, and like the beats and like the paying homage to like all the old like soul music and stuff, using samples from that. It was more like the producing. I was like, oh wow, this is like something fresh, like something new, and like and but it's just the talent when you start rapping, it's just like, oh wow, they had like a whole completely different style than everybody else. It just felt more clean. But so that was interesting to see. And then like the hustle of like being a producer, making all these beats for everybody else, kind of just getting be like, whatever, like you'll get your turn eventually. And then like how he had to like go out there and hustle and like show his face around, that's what's cool is about. So they show all that, like, because they recorded so much footage of him like going up to people, be like, hey, like his first interaction with Pharrell, and like,
oh really,
playing music for people. Yeah, it was crazy.
Okay, I might check it out.
You forget how hard he had to hustle, and it's like when you see all that, you think about where he is at now, and like all the shit he's going through. It's like, yeah, man, like it's crazy.
Yeah, Kanye is its own. He's his own thing, But yeah, those first 3 albums they're pretty special. As far as hip hop goes, it kind of let a lot of people in. Mainly like a lot of people that might not have hit like they did, like Lupe Fiasco and Kid Cudi.
I mean, you can call it like nerd rap or whatever, but like it's but
it's not. I feel like it's not. Though.
Yeah, they call it backpack rap or whatever. It's like
that's okay. But yeah, he definitely. I think what you're talking.
He's a fan of hip hop music and found his own route. Without having to rap about the shit that everybody else is rapping about.
Yeah, which is, I feel like if he didn't have those beats though, because he's not a great rapper. Like,
and what's crazy, so one thing I'll say too, what's crazy about that documentary is that like, he had his like, so when he started out like, making his own music, he had like a Chicago style, right? And then he moved to New York because he was like, New York is where I gotta be. New York is where I gotta be to get, big. So he kind of adopted the New York style. So then he kind of mixed the two together, So it's interesting to see that too. Because they were like, oh, Kanye, my boy from Chicago. But he's like, trying to like sound New York.
Yeah. I don't think he's a great rapper. I really don't. But especially this new shit that he's been putting out.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's just like this whole thing. I like him because it's like it's the innovation, I guess.
Yeah.
It's always something new. It's not it's not the same shit. It's not,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I'll always give his albums a shot, but these latest ones didn't hit for me. That's for sure. Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of over these albums that are like an hour and a half long and shit. Like, I'm cool with that. Like, but like, if you're gonna do like an hour and a half long album, make it like Lemonade. That shit was a movie, you know. Like I'm
Yeah.
cool with that. Like let's do that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, make it cohesive is what you're saying.
Well, yeah, but also like make it enjoyable. You know,
Yeah.
half that shit on there
Yeah.
is like it's bloated
Filler.
for no
Yeah.
reason. You know.
Yeah. Oh, for
Like
sure.
at least with like stuff like Lemonade, it was like there was a whole theme to it, you know, and like
Yeah.
also the first time I think I saw or that I heard that album was watching it, you know, which was interesting.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like if you're gonna do, I guess what I'm saying is if you're gonna do something that's over an hour, like make something that's like it's got it's either really cohesive and it works, kind of like what this LCD Soundsystem album, or put like some kind of visual element to it. Because
for sure.
You're not, I mean, it's not a movie, dude. Like you're not gonna hold people's attention, you know?
Yeah, you're not Spielberg.
This shit came out, if it came out on vinyl, it'd be fucking eight records, you know?
Be a box set.
Yeah, for one fucking record. Like I don't know.
Don't release. So Pat says don't release box sets unless they're epics.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. don't release any of your greatest hits ever. No, I don't know. I don't know, man. Where are you at on going to live events at this point?
I'm down for it, dude.
Oh yeah,
COVID's over, bro.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
At least here it is, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, New Orleans, yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah. No, dude, no one's wearing a mask here for real. Like, even at work. I mean, it's weird at work. Even like we're not wearing masks anymore, dude. Like, maybe I shouldn't say that, but
that's crazy. That's crazy shit. Bro, I had to do something yesterday, and I had to do this thing and bring some people to a hockey game, and I'll tell you more about this when we're not recording. But, bro, going to a hockey game right now on a Saturday night is, and especially like in Nashville, which Bridgestone
so yeah, how are things in Nashville? How are things in Nashville though, as far as COVID?
Oh, dude, Nashville's a tourist city, bro. Like it's just
that's what I'm saying. It's just that I'm sure it's the same here that it is there. You know, no one's wearing masks. Like it's
pretty much.
I mean, there's no mandates anymore because it is so low here. You know, in Louisiana as a whole state.
I don't know. It feels.
You don't have to show proof of vaccine anymore either. You used to have to show proof of vaccine, but now you don't have to do that. That was lifted like 2 weeks ago or something.
Yeah, I mean it feels sketchy, but it's at the same time just like there's certain things that I learned over quarantine. That's where I'm getting at. Is like some things I'd just rather be at home and watch on TV.
I mean, that's how we are too. Yeah, it's like we're definitely not seeing as many movies as we were.
Yeah, I mean, there's like other things. Actually, speaking, but I mean, I want to talk about something. But yeah, I don't know. There's like things like I don't know. We were talking about it on the way home about like all these festivals we used to go to and all that. And like now they're all live streamed and whatnot. So I'm like, I don't know what is actually necessary to go see.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you're going to get a more than likely, unless you have like VIP tickets or something, you're going to have a better seat at home.
Yeah. Yeah. It was funny. Crazy. Like, so I guess it was like what was it? I don't even remember. A couple weekends ago, I guess last weekend I had off. We went to this it's like Ferret Street Festival, so it's kind of like a Cooper Young festival, you know, like art, arts and crafts booths and stuff and food vendors. And dude, it was packed with people. It was like a nice day. It's been nice the last few weeks, but anyways, so it was packed with people, and Chelsea was just like turns to me and she's like, "I'm not going to last long."
Yeah. When we went, that's kind of how this was. So like,
just because it was like just people didn't know how to walk from being inside so long, you could tell.
Bro, there was this one guy. So we sat down, and like the seats in arenas are way too small, just in general.
Oh yeah,
and
for sure, every arena ever,
like right, they're just too small. Anyway, like, and I'm not a big guy, It's just like they're fucking small, you know. But anyway, we're in there, and I'm sitting right here, and Meg's sitting on my left, and there was this dude next to her that was like, he was a big guy, and he kept doing this shit. Oh man, like pointing to shit, and he like his arm would be like in Meg's face, like and like this dude's wife kept smacking him like, get your fucking arm off her, like blah, 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 the whole time.
Damn.
Oh my god, like this is why we don't do this.
Yeah.
This dude's fucking
that's what Chelsea like has. Yeah, we like both have short tempers with people, like just like being way too close.
It's just it's a whole different game now. You know, it's not the same as it used to be.
So like, do you have to? So that's what I was gonna ask. Do you have to show proof of vaccine and wear a mask like at the hockey game?
Nope.
Yeah.
We don't have to shit.
Like I said, COVID's over.
Yeah, but it's it's crazy because like what I was saying about the stadium. The stadium is on Broadway, which is like is the Beale Street, is the Bourbon Street of Nashville. You know.
Yeah, I mean it's like Grizzlies. I mean the Grizzlies in FedEx Forum. FedEx Forum's pretty much right off the at the Beale
pretty
Street.
Much on Beale. I would say Beale adjacent. You know.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, man. This shit is there, like it's across the street from the Ryman.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, I haven't been, that's what's interesting too. Is like, I mean, we've been in Memphis, like when Memphis was good, like the Memphis Grizzlies were good in a playoff run contention, like when they reached the Western Conference Finals. But dude, they've been the second seed all year running this season. So it's like, I wonder how crazy this is now. And like, but what I was leading to is the fact that like the same for New Orleans, Superdome's in the middle of downtown. It's like, why do we do this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
there's places,
I get it, everything's right there, but
which is cool for like an after
tourists and stuff. You
could
just walk, walk to.
I think what's interesting about that, like speaking of winning teams and whatnot that have a place in downtown. I think I heard somebody say, I've never been there and not a fan, but apparently like the Patriots Stadium is like far. It's like not near anything.
It's in like those suburbs or something.
Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
Which is weird. Like,
but
my
I mean, you
cousin
think
was
about
telling
it
me
too.
about it.
It's probably a logistics thing. You know what I mean? It's probably like this is probably a small like place, like where the airports are and stuff. It like probably makes sense. But then that's what I was gonna say is that like, I mean, it's cool if you build an arena downtown in the middle of downtown, but it's always poorly executed with exit routes. Everything gets congested. Like,
so
nightmare. It's a logistical nightmare.
Yeah. So for this thing, we had to take a bus there, right? Because I had a big group of people, and they shut down.
Nashville's the worst.
Oh, dude, they shut down a bunch of streets on Saturday night. So it's like I had to like call the dude, and I'm like, "Where the fuck did you end up parking?" And it was like a couple blocks away. Like, and we had to bring this like procession of people to this. Dude, this stress level for me, I don't like. I'm a pretty chill dude, and like it's
until you get stressed.
Oh my god, dude, it stressed me the fuck out. Like, I woke up this morning like feeling like I got hit by a bus. Like I was like the stress was like melted away, and like it just left this hole of tiredness in me.
Bro, you should come to my job.
Oh, dude, I was thinking about it too. I was like, this particular kind of stress was so much different from any kind of production stress I've ever had. Like it was like that was like stressful in a way, like its own way. But
I mean, like it's like, oh
my god,
it was like with production work. It's like I've been doing it like for a long time now. Like so, it's like, and especially just this department, like set deck department. It's like you have to let shit go, man. You kind of just like roll with the punches.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I'm down with that. It's like that, this particular thing. God, and I've already told you why.
Social stress,
fuck, bro. Like
I'm the same way.
If there's anything I wanted to do, it was not that last night.
Yeah.
I ended up, it was pretty funny. Like, I'll tell you in a minute, but it was as soon as we got home, we like threw some pizza that we had from the night before in the oven and poured a big glass of whiskey and just sat in the bed. Yeah, it was.
So what was like? What were you doing? Like you were taking care of some kids or something, like college kids, like.
No, yeah. Well, I'm not going to talk about it on here, but yeah, okay. I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
It's yeah, yeah, dude. It was fucked. But anyways, I don't know. I don't have anything else to add to this episode besides go check out
like
LCD.
Big side tangent.
Yeah, right. But anyways, yeah, go check out that album. This is happening. It's good. Actually, go check out all 4 of them. There's only 4, so fucking good. Listen to them.
Yeah. And then on another topic, which is we talked about Kanye. Did you want to talk about that? How we came up with the idea for one episode?
I'm not sure how I want to do it. I mean, we got to talk. We got to talk to that third person before and see if he'll be down to come on and talk about it. But yeah, we might do a Kanye episode. We'll just say that.
Kanye centric.
Yeah, Kanye centric episode. Maybe we'll do like not just an album. Maybe we'll do like eras.
Yeah.
This like section
whole body work.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Because I mean, it's so different than when it started, like what it is now.
For sure.
But I don't know. I do actually. One thing about Kanye, I appreciate anybody who can get 103,000 out of the fucking woodwork to do anything. I appreciate that.
Have you? Yeah. Well, I really want to see that movie. Everything. What was it? It's hard to say. Everything, everywhere, happening all at once, or something. That movie. Have you seen that trailer for that? It's like a multi-universal like movie where it's like different genres and stuff. Like this this girl is like having like different experiences, but like, you know, they're like multiverses and stuff, you know. It's kind of like a sci-fi like down the rabbit hole, you know. But anyways, I guess that I was gonna say, I don't know if he's not in it, but I guess he contributed music to it or something, or makes an appearance or something.
Cool.
Yeah, the soundtrack's supposed to be crazy.
All right, I'll check that out. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Go and check out, if you haven't seen The Batman, listen to the soundtrack.
Yeah. Okay.
It's intense.
I want to see both. Everybody keeps saying, they're like, just wait until it comes on HBO Max. It's like, well, HBO Max released like the damn thing.
It's like next week.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like 20 something. It's like real soon.
Yeah. Dude,
which I mean, it is 3 hours long. Like you might want to stay.
Yeah. The springtime, dude. Everything's coming out now.
I know.
Russian Doll comes out in a couple weeks.
Crazy, right? Like 4 years after the first one or something.
Yeah. I mean, dude, that show's so intense that like probably took some time. Like, I mean, and COVID was 2 years, you know.
Yeah. I'm surprised that it's coming out. Honestly.
Yeah.
I think by the time the end of the month, is it the end of the month or is it May?
It's April 22nd when it comes
out.
Stranger Things. Yeah, May.
Like a few years after.
Yeah.
Season.
Yeah, and I mean, like, good for Netflix because I mean, in my opinion, bro, Netflix is no.
Oh, dude, they're really shitty right now. Like,
yeah.
They can't be raising their prices anymore. Like, there's nothing worth watching.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check out all that stuff. You know, thanks to the people who check this out on Twitch. We're probably gonna do this more, just like live stream it in different places to see what the fuck, who likes it.
For sure. Yeah.
But you know, it's your boys, Pat and Adam. This is Dropping the Needle, episode 10. We out.